Hey guys, Dylan here. Today, and for my first real video, I want to talk about one of the most important things to having success and achieving the things that you want to achieve in your life through personal development. And the number one thing is taking care of yourself. You cannot take care of others or likely accomplish any of the goals that you want if you don't take care of you. So some of the key things in your life that I think are going to help you be successful in the areas that you want to are these four things. And I certainly did not make these up. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So the first one, physical. How to take care of yourself physically. Now, you don't need to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger or become a bodybuilder or a fitness influencer or whatever you can think of at the top 1% upper echelon of fitness people. You just need to take care of your body to where it's like a car. You need to change the oil, you need to change the tires, you need to give it a wash, you need to clean the inside, and be proud of what you have and what you're driving around and that it's effectively getting you to point A to point B. Same with yourself. If you can physically take care of yourself enough that you have mental clarity, your body is physically working enough that you're able to think and focus and go from point A to point B and, play with your kids, hang out with your friends, be present with your family, that's the number one thing you can do. So strive to do things that are going to get you in that physical condition that you're able to accomplish all of those things that you'd like to do. Some of the examples that I have and can give you, because I'm certainly no fitness expert or nutritionist, but I can share with you some of the things that I do on the day-to-day that are repeatable. You can maintain consistency and it truly provides results. So first thing in the morning, get your exercise in. If you're getting no exercise right now, you don't have to start out with an hour and a half worth of exercise, weights, any of that. Just get up and stretch for 10 minutes. Stretch, it's going to get your blood flowing, you're going to wake up, and it's good for you. So wake up first thing in the morning. If you have no physical routine currently, get up and stretch for 10 minutes. I think that is going to change and pave the way for how you get your health and your physical health on track moving forward. So the second key category is your mental. So mental health is obviously extremely important, and we've heard numerous studies and discussions over the years, and this is almost like a fad right now, but it shouldn't be a fad. It's very important. If you don't take care of your mind, you can hardly do anything. Have you ever been, so flustered, so stressed out that you can't even think straight? Well, that's because your mind is not clear. You're mentally struggling right now, and just as if your body was physically in pain, you broke your leg, you broke your wrist, your body's hurting, it's going to be hard to do anything. So some of the things that are really helpful to me for mental clarity is to get away from technology. So it's kind of ironic. I'm filming a video right now for YouTube, a digital platform, but getting away from technology is extremely important. So some of the tips that I also have for this is first thing in the morning, don't look at your phone. Just leave it on the counter, or if you're asleep with your phone in the other room type of person, don't touch it for 45 minutes to an hour. This will kind of help segue into something that I'll discuss later in the video. So not touching your phone, limiting your social media. Social media is a comparison contest for the most part, unless you're using it in a specific niche way. So doing research, using it to promote or post videos or content or promote your business. There are certain things that you can do that are not necessarily a negative thing, but if you're just scrolling social media all the time, it's going to mess with your brain. So that's another thing that will help with mental clarity, is to get away from social media for at least an extended period of time every single day, or only check it, once a month or on the weekends, or whatever routine that will help you play around with it and figure it out and go from there. The next thing is journaling. So writing down your thoughts and even reading can help you escape the thoughts in your minds for the meantime and help you clear up and create focus and balance in your life. journaling was big for me because I remember when it was first introduced, I was like, journaling, like I've written things down before and I'm a kind of a to-do list maker, but journaling what? Like I'm not a writer, I'm not a short story writer, I'm not a novelist. So what am I gonna do? But you would be extremely surprised by the benefits that just writing out your thoughts that are currently on your mind. Maybe it's about basketball, maybe it's about work, maybe it's about your family, your parents, your wife, outside, the weather, whatever's on your mind, just start writing about it and you'd be amazed how much it truly clears you up and creates focus. So the third thing is emotional. Emotional intelligence is probably one of the most important things for a person to focus on in their lives. As you get older, you become, obviously more wiser, more knowledgeable, as long as you've applied yourself. And that's extremely important. But another thing that seasoned people, I'll call them, have is a higher emotional intelligence because they've learned over their time that freaking out over a situation or being impatient or being greedy or being, not being humble are qualities that are going to, adversely affect yourself, not just others. Not only are people going to look at you a certain way or it's going to maybe affect the lives of others, but it's going to affect you. And so that's not a good way to take care of yourself if you're constantly feeling guilty or anxiousness towards a way that you maybe approached somebody or communicated with somebody or just showed your values at that time. So emotional intelligence, extremely important. Some of the ways that you can work on this is strictly just being actively monitoring the things that you do. So be more patient. If you have kids, this is a great practice because you will get about 1,000 different practice scenarios each and every day. So practice your patience, practice being humble, practice about how you're going to think about certain situations at work and how you'll respond to them. A lot of people are reactive and they may voice their frustration or anger. Well, that sticks with people. People are going to think that you're the angry guy in the meeting or the angry girl in the seminar or whatever it may be. So try to stay as calm as possible and think before you speak, essentially. So those are some ways to help heighten your emotional IQ, and that will definitely help you moving forward. Lastly is spiritual. I'm not even going to really touch on, religion or religious practices because spiritual can mean so many different things to so many different people. So go for it. If your morning routine is reading the Bible or reading another religious text, or if it's just reading text from your grandmother or short stories about a certain situation or a book, whatever helps you believe that you can be objectively moral or subjectively moral or whatever it does that helps you become the best version of yourself, I would recommend that. So that's something that I can't really recommend an exact formula for because it's going to be up to you. But I would highly suggest that you do your research or dig deep and find out what it is spiritually that gets you going and keeps you motivated and gives you hope. That's probably the number one thing, maintaining hope. Because if you have no hope, you'll have no drive or passion for what it is that you're doing. And then you're not going to be very motivated to continue on. So those are kind of the four main areas of taking care of yourself. And I think they're hyper critical in being successful and being happy and being fulfilled. So I'm working on all of these and we'll work on these until the day that I die. I think they're extremely important. Now, I'm going to give you one tip for kind of working on all of these and how to start your day every single day. It's it's easy, maybe not actually easy, but the concept is easy, and it is repeatable. So you can do this every single day, and I truly think that everybody will be 10 to 20% better immediately just by doing this. Wake up 2 to 3 hours earlier than you normally do. And I know that sounds crazy, but bear with me. So waking up earlier and giving yourself a block of time for just you is going to be vastly beneficial. You can work on your health. You can read and journal. You can increase the clarity in your focus and your mentality. You can read whatever spiritual texts or whatever spiritual meditations that you may need to do. You'll have time for it, and you won't have to skip it by saying, yeah, I'll do that later in the day, or I'll do that tonight, and then you never do it. So waking up early is extremely important, and you don't have to, go cold turkey and dive in the very first morning. Try waking up 30 minutes early tomorrow, which would probably require going to bed a little bit earlier tonight. Try waking up an hour earlier next week. And then a few weeks down the road, maybe you'll be at your target time. You need to find that target time that you say, okay, this will give me time to do this, this, and this. And then I can even start on my work day 30 minutes earlier. That's just going to increase. You're going to feel like you've added time to your day, because sleeping, other than, the obvious benefits of sleeping, you're not really doing anything, right? You're just laying there. At least if you're up and you're getting things ready that you would have normally gotten ready at, say, 7 a.m. and you're doing them at 5:45 a.m., you're getting an exercise in first thing in the morning versus waiting till the evening or not doing one at all, saying you don't have time. And then you're also doing that same concept with reading books, journaling, or doing whatever skills you want to possess, practice, etc. It's going to help you. So really look into that. So 4 categories of taking care of yourself, which is the most important thing in your life: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And then the number one thing that you need to work on right now to help increase the time in your day and give you more time to focus on the things that you need to focus on is waking up earlier. So wake up early, do a little workout or stretch or yoga, whatever it is you need to do. Give yourself that time in the morning to focus on you and start paving the way for you to create healthy, positive habits and create successful habits that will stay with you and retain in your life all the way in the future. So I appreciate anybody who watched this video. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to provide the best content available and truly teach others as something that feels fulfilling for me on YouTube and other platforms to share personal development tactics. So I appreciate the time, and thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.